Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Tonight is a Night Show with Miles Morkri. I am your host, Miles Morkri. We're coming to you live from the studio in our underground bunker, 50 miles from the nearest civilization. And boy, it's warm in here. We've got a frightful show for you, but first, it's been a heartbreaking few weeks. In the wake of our beloved friend's passing, Nut Gurt, we've had time to reflect and process our feelings and grief. And I do believe in her honor, we have prepared a new clip. Gunnar, if we want to roll that new clip. Thoughts and prayers go out to her husband, Yo-Yo Ma. That can't be right. Yo-Yo Ma. Her husband, Yo-Yo Ma. Later in the episode, we're going to go see if we can help lay Nut's soul to rest and hopefully spurt her soul to those heavenly gates of pearl without strife or hurt. In more pressing news, Hogforce, a subsidiary of the Pig Breath Group, has been hounding our parent network, DVD Studios, to implement their new AI platform. And, well, I believe we have the press release, which we can read. Yes. Thank you. And this is the press release for their AI platform, Burmy. Burson? Oh, God. Burmis is a new frontier in news and late-night television. It's a two-part system in a one-part app. Basically, the Sween is your all-in-one late-night infotainment vehicle. All day, it feeds your audience a series of headlines that are designed to increase blood pressure and heart rate. These headlines are, of course, all fictional. Instead of relying on the lamestream media's truthful headlines, Bimmery imagines much more useful and personally compelling news that your audience is guaranteed to enjoy. Beely then generates and hosts a late-night show based on those headlines. It's trained on the late-night greats like Bill Maher, Greg Gutfeld, and Mike Huckabee. Here is an example of a headline a user might read during their day at work. Milk truck takes spill during unsuccessful bid for state Congress. And here is the joke the late night host would generate for it. I'm sure some people cried over it, but let's at least hope there were some kitty cats for the cleanup on aisle milk. Hogforce pitched Venus to DVD as an option for replacing the Tonight is a Night Show. And thankfully, co-CEO of DVD, Jeremy Acid, declined due to his conviction to never spend money on the show at all. And you know, I for one I'm thankful that it was turned down. We are at TNS, we're doers, we are triers, we are winners, and we're failures. We never have and we never will use AI, if that was a concern. Everything you see on this show is made by humans. We try our absolute best every episode and we push ourselves to high standards for the love of making things. And it is so much work. The Tonight is a Night Show is the result of collective lifetimes of practice and effort into art and craft. And today, at least online, there seems to be this imagined pressure to be good at a skill or an art immediately. And that might be egged on by a fear of being perceived as bad or being perceived as cringe just because you've tried something. And people can turn to AI to outsource critical thinking and creativity, skipping the best parts of making things, and only to end up with something that is utterly devoid of soul and humanity, destined to be forgotten waste. And I can only speak for myself, but I spent a long time being very bad at music and bad at art. And you know, I still can't really bring myself to call myself good. But I aspire for greatness in all of the things that I make, and being truthful to myself. I don't know what that means, greatness, or if that is at all possible to achieve, but it's a feeling. And whenever you get just an inch closer to it, it drives me to hone my skills. I mean, I've been working on my skills for decades, regardless of the end results of things, because I love making. And in that time, I have shared just an embarrassment of terrible songs on the internet that maybe I shouldn't have posted. For example, I got scathing feedback about how I did the triplets wrong in my chiptune cover of One Final Effort from Halo 3. And I have thought about that comment so often because they were wrong. I absolutely got the triplets correct. I don't know what they meant. Consider not posting your art online, at least when starting out. If you are embarking on an artistic journey, a new one, make sure that you are the first one to appreciate it. Engage with the process. That is where the love comes from. And yes, in the middle of it or when you're done, share it with a friend, but then keep practicing. I shared so many bad songs with my mom, who I believe is watching right now. And she stuck with it and kept letting me show her things because she loves me. And that support was worth infinitely more than posting it on social media, because I knew that I had that network and the support to keep practicing and keep going. I was bad, but I still kept making things, because the process of making art was the most satisfying feeling I'd ever encountered, and it still is. And it makes me sad that people don't want to experience that or are afraid to experience it. If you want to make art, if you want to make anything, embrace how shitty that process is going to be and how bad you're going to be at it, at least for a little while. The beautiful thing about humans is that the more we do something, the better we get at it. And to those that use AI, whether it is for creative purposes or not, think about what it has taken from you. Think about the opportunities you've lost, that you could have asked a friend or talked to a loved one. You could have drawn a really bad picture, but it would have been so much better than something generated by AI. You could have used your brain for 5 goddamn minutes. I believe there was a video I saw a few weeks ago where the person said, "What happened to having a think?" And I have been thinking about that a lot. Have a think on it. Stop using AI. It will be our ruin. What's the end goal of using it? To pass through life without ever really experiencing a single moment? For the love of humanity, please just try. You owe it to yourself. We've got an amazing show made by triers and doers. They're all in this room. This week's guest is indie game developer, animator, and artist Lilith Walther. And we have a musical performance by the outstanding Larissa Okada Keep trying, keep failing, and you will be better for it. I promise.